what's going on? It's Sammy Hack here again, and today I've got a little bit different video here. Well, it's kind of different, but I'm taking my hood scoop off. I like the hood scoop I have, the 1979 Fox body hood scoop, but I've been looking to switch it up a little bit. So today I'm going to be installing a I think it's 2010 to 2014 GT500 heat extractor, and then I've got two more universal hood scoops that I'm going to either put on the two sides of the hood, or I'm going to make some fender vents out of them. So I haven't decided which one I'm going to do yet, but first I'm going to be doing the heat extractor first, then I'll figure out from there if I want to do two more hood scoops or go ahead and do some fender vents. All right, here's what I'm talking about. I'm going to be doing this heat extractor here, taking off the hood scoop, and then with these I haven't decided if I want to do some fender vents or throw these guys like right here or something, but we'll see. So first things first, I'm gonna do a little bit of measurements here, like kind of find center, and I also got to open up the hood to see if I can get it in front of the radiator, like in between the engine and the radiator fans, so it sucks the hot air out. Actually, before that I'm gonna pull this hood scoop off. So I've had a lot of people ask me if it just double-sided tape on, but nope, these actually have bolts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that hold it on there. Don't mind the dirty engine bay. This thing never gets washed. Just losing them all. So basically my goal is to get that hood vent right in between here. So when these turn on, it just sucks the air right out. And then those two other smaller vents will either be in the fender, so air can go out the side, or they'll be in the corners. We'll see. Man, this will not be for sale. I'm giving it back to my older brother. Looks so bare without it. Actually don't mind it though. Give it a sleeker look with the vent here. And then, yeah, just have these holes to deal with, but that's all right. So right now I'm just taping across, so I don't have to make marks on my hood, even though this paint is crap. But so what I do know, it's gonna be in this general area, and then I'm gonna take some measurements from this little dip here, then measure the vent, and then try to figure out the center here. Just eyeballing it, it'll probably be somewhere in that area. So I was actually just looking under the hood here, trying to see where it would go, but these holes actually drop right above the line I'm trying to get, so it's gonna be farther up than I thought. All right, so basically I measured from this point to this point, which is around 41.5, and the vent itself is 31.5. So from there it gets pretty easy. Just line it up, then 5 inches on each side will be center for this. So I took a bunch of this tape off because I put way too much, and I decided I'm gonna go with the fender vents over the smaller vents on the side here. So I'm gonna be cutting small holes into the side of my fender, but this is my main concern today. If I don't finish these today, I'll be fine with that. So I'll be putting it about there. I already made like a cardboard cutout of this, so I'm gonna go grab that, throw it on here, and find the center off each side here. Grab that cardboard cutout here. It's not like perfect, but I'm gonna actually trim like a 1/2 inch off this whole thing. Oh, this is, that might even be more of an inch. You need like 1/2 inch to 1 inch to actually mount this, because you don't want to cut it the exact same size, then it'll just fall through, you know. So that's why I'm gonna trim a little bit off this all the way around, use this to find the center-ish so it looks good. Ask why I even made a template, because it came in not handy at all. I actually traced the outline of the vent, and then I just went in about an inch all the way around on this dotted line here. So yeah, save you the hassle. Don't bother doing that. Just trace it, then go in as far as you need to go in to actually mount it. Save you the trouble. That was kind of a dumb way to do it. Yeah, then I checked all my measurements from a few points here just to see if they're within millimeters or exact. Looks like everything's good to go. So in other words, don't bother with these measurements right here. They're kind of pointless. Yeah, like I said, just ditch this whole template idea. I don't even know why I did that. It's so stupid. Throw it on there like that. Measure from the side of the hood here and see if you can figure out center from there. Then press down and then just trace around the whole thing. Go in about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch, and you want to cut the dotted line, not the outside line. So then it can slide right in there, and then you're done. Well, you need to make like a couple notches and then a hole for that and another notch. But yeah, super simple. I just made it more difficult than it should have been. I was gonna use a angle grinder, but my disc is broken, so using that little thing, it's gonna take longer. But well, let me see if I might have another one. The one in my garage, the disc is broken, but I think I have a second grinder in my trunk. Well, found it. This should work. Time to throw my camera up and give you, I'll just videotape me cutting it. Safety glasses on. Well, this is what the hole looks like after you cut it. So you will have to cut this out, but I ran out of angle grinding wheel. Ground that right down, so I need to go buy some more. I tried using this little guy, but it wasn't strong enough, so. But yeah, you just need to trim these out, and then it should just pop right in. So I know I had the tape here on the fenders, but I've decided to go with them on the hood here. Because these here, like there's a bit of an angle here, but they won't sit flush here. I think I'm gonna do a different type of fender vent and just throw these on the hood. Maybe do like a bigger one right here or something. Yeah, I gotta run to the store, get another disc, and then I can finish cutting that out and then get started on those. The paint won't last on these whatsoever because I'm not prepping them or anything, but I'm gonna shoot them all with some ultra matte just so they all kind of match. Wish I could have got this one in carbon fiber, but they only make actual carbon fiber ones, so I wasn't gonna spend like 300, 400 bucks on that piece when I could buy it for 120. And these are just hydro dipped or whatever you call them, so it's not real carbon, but I'm gonna make them all the same. Yeah, so basically gonna cut these out on both sides, and then I may have to trim a little bit of this off, but all right, so now those two pieces are cut out, so in theory this should just drop right in there, but I may have to trim, like I said. Well, now that we got this cut out, I can probably just take this tape off. Like I was saying, this won't be like a clean cut because you don't have to get it super clean. Like I'll show you my edges here because the vent itself will cover it. So like these cuts are kind of janky. This whole lip here will cover the whole surround, so we'll see that unless you take the vent off, obviously. Only issue here is trying to get all those to fit. Sorry, I didn't really show you the actual placing it in place, but it should sit pretty flush. So there's like two little clips on the back side. You got to try line up right so that like clips into place. But yeah, I was actually was debating if I was gonna make a second video for these, but I'm gonna just throw them on right now. So just doing the same process that I did for that thing. kind of messed up because I want it to be parallel with this line, so yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, so got that one similar to where that one is. Let's see, very corner of that is about 10 inches. The corner of this one, it's off but 2/8 or something, but I don't know, we'll see. I guess the easiest way to tell would be to try to line that up. Sorry if I'm kind of going through this pretty fast, but I hate not having a place to mount my phone, so I'm just kind of knocking these out. And I'll show you guys the end product. So I'm just gonna cut where the dotted line is on each side and then throw the vents in. All right, so this vent actually just snapped into place, so I don't have to do anything with that. But these ones, I'm actually gonna have to double side 3M tape, and I'm not gonna cut this out because there's plenty of holes in here. I know it seems dumb, but I'll probably go back in later and cut these. But for now, that'll be how it sits in there. But it'll probably be dark by the time I finish that side, so I'll have to do another update some other day. Show you guys what it looks like complete. Well, it told you it'd be dark up by the time I get done, but here's what they look like. Kind of sucks that the old scoop made like a rub line on the hood, but I like it. And then I got the 5 holes right there that I gotta take care of. Oh well. Oh, and while I have the hood up here, I'll go ahead and show you guys. So the side vents are right up and through here in this area. And this is what the bottom of the GT500 heat extractor looks like. Like I said, I tried to line it up as best as I could behind the radiator fans and before the engine, so it could suck out all the hot air. I almost got it, but it's close enough for me. Yeah. All right, so naturally I'm at the car wash again. Seems like every time I make a YouTube video, I wash my car, but there's so much crap on it with metal shavings and whatnot from the angle grinder. But yeah, I'm just gonna give it a quick wash off, then show you guys the final product of the GT500 heat extractor and then the 2 universal hood scoop or hood vents. But yeah, I just came to the car wash here to spray off my car and get all the crap off of here. But I personally love how the vents came out. I'll turn it around here in a second and you guys let me know what you think. Forget how good she cleans up. Yeah, so that's the GT500 and these are just universal ones off eBay. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of the hood vent install. It's pretty straightforward. It doesn't take much to cut through that metal on the hood. But remember, there is 2 layers, so you just got to decide if you want to just cut the top layer and place the vent on top, or cut both. You will have to cut both for the GT500 one, but the universal ones, you can just cut the top layer and it'll slide right in there. Yeah, I like it better than the hood scoop actually, because it's actually functional. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the Fox body hood scoop, but just didn't really go with the car. Like, if it was more of a roundish or rounded off hood scoop and not like had such sharp edges, I think it would fit better. Or maybe I was just getting sick of the look, I don't know, but I just wanted to try something different, and these are kind of permanent now. Unlike the hood scoop where I could just unbolt it and just have a couple holes. But with these vents, I pretty much have to get a whole new hood if I want something else. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the hood vents, and if you learned something, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And oh, I forgot to mention that I do have some pretty exciting news coming up in regards to suspension. I may have finally scored my first sponsor. We'll be doing some new suspension goods, so you guys stay tuned for that. And I'm not sure when everything will be settled, but I'm pretty excited about it because I've always wanted these, didn't want to drop the money on them, and because I'm sick of these cut springs. They're just terrible. So I'm pretty happy this is like 99% sure it's happening. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna keep going at it. Try to make the dumbest, most expensive, just kidding, not most expensive, but yeah, just trying to be the guy that makes the things into things they aren't supposed to be, you know. I'm kind of trying to make it like track inspired, but for the street, with a car that's never meant to be a track car. Like now that I got all these hood vents on here, my next step is I'm going to try to do some fender vents, and I really do want to redo my Y body because it's kind of janky, but because I did just kind of hack those up and throw them on. I didn't really measure or try to get them exact. So like this passenger side rear one is like half an inch, maybe an inch lower than my driver's side. You can totally tell. It kind of looks like the car's leaning, but it's not. But yeah, I hope you guys like it, and if you learned anything, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, or do whatever you want. It's your life. And I'll try to keep this weird, crazy Panther content coming, because my goal with this channel is to get to a point where like I can actually build weird, cool stuff for Panthers. But I'm in a position right now where I can't really afford much, and not really working right now because I'm on a paternity leave because we just had a kid. But so yeah, so I'm not really working, so I can't really spend much on my car right now, and that's why content's been pretty slow anyway. So I'm hoping with this new sponsor, it'll kind of get things rolling. Maybe more people want to sponsor me. I don't know, we'll see. It would be cool to get a new set of wheels in 19s, deep dish, and then I can redo my clinch flares or make my own. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll go through the work, do some crazy custom wide body for this car. I don't know. Instead of buying universal flares and making them work, maybe I'll go through all the work and make a fiberglass mold. So yeah, that being said, just gotta stay consistent, I guess. Can't really go anywhere if I'm not making content. So see what I can do for now. Maybe it'll be because I don't want to bore you guys with like maintenance on the car, but it could be content. Like I really need to fix my exhaust, my right header leaks, and I should really fix my tailpipes. With the new suspension, I'm going to be doing newer upper, maybe lower control arms. But yeah, I don't really know what else to do besides maybe start piecing together a Pro Charger or something. Oh, manual swap too. That'd be another fun one to do, but I just don't have the funds for that right now. So if anybody wants a sponsor, Tremec, send me a new TR3650. But nah, sponsor, it would be cool to get a bunch of sponsors, but well, I would be installing myself, so it would be fun that way, but I don't know. But wouldn't be against people sponsoring me, you know. But I guess most YouTubers do get sponsors, so who knows? Maybe someone will want to sponsor a weird Crown Vic build, you know. Never know unless you try, but just got to reach out to people, I guess, see what happens. But yeah, done rambling here. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hope you enjoy.